Hello everyone, my name's Tony. Welcome to Edinburgh. How are you? Hope you're all happy, healthy and well out there. And welcome to Portobello Beach. Before we get started today, I wanted to start with a huge, massive, enormous thank you. Obviously, I think most of you know that fairly recently, unfortunately, I lost my dad very, very suddenly. And I've taken some time out to just, I've taken some time out, and the outpouring of support and love from you all has been amazing. It's been humbling, it's been supportive, it's really helped because I've struggled. I'm not going to lie to you all, I think it's important to share these sort of things. I've really struggled. I've had some really hard times, and I've got some hard times in front of me as well. But the support and care that you guys have given have genuinely helped. So thank you all. I'm back. A lot of you have been saying, you know, take your time, but we look forward to you coming back. So don't worry, I'm back. Everything will start up again now. And also, if you enjoy not just the history stuff and you want to support me in another way, I've got a new channel, a second channel, called Tony Gives It a Go, because I do have a lot of work in front of me for a couple of other things, and it's a chance for me to do stuff that's maybe not just history as well. But if you want to follow me on a slightly more personal level as I share some of the stuff I'm doing, please go search for Tony Gives It a Go. I'll put the logo in the corner right now. There you go. Go find that. There'll be a link in the description as well. If you could subscribe on there, I've got it on YouTube, which would be great if you could follow, but it's also on Instagram and TikTok as well, so it would be amazing if you could follow me there. That one's going to be very different from this, but if you for some reason want to see this face a little bit more, then you could follow me on there as well. That would be amazing. Anyway, down to today's video. This is Portobello Beach. It's beautiful. You can see a lovely beach. There's quite a lot of sticks on it right now, which is very unusual because they do clean the beach. A lot of driftwood coming in for some reason right now. Really, really odd to see. I'm sure they'll be out to clean that in the not too distant future. It looks like this is all at the tide line, you can see here. But the reason we're down here is for just a little bit of history. Portobello used to have a pier, a beautiful long pier, built in 1871, and when it was round about there, I think it was round about there. I'm not 100%, but as far as I can kind of learn, it was about there. It was 1,250 feet out into the sea. It was a very old style pier. It was essentially one massive long walkway, and then at the very end there was a tea room and things like that, and I think it put on some little shows on there as well. It was very popular, massively popular at the time. Portobello was a huge resort. It was a huge seaside resort for a long time, probably till about the 70s. It was really, really popular. People used to come here all the time. It is a lovely beach. It's a lovely area. There used to, back there where those houses are there used to be a fun fair, a permanent big fun fair. And my dad used to bring me down here a lot when I was young. Loved it, absolutely loved it. I've got some great memories here with him. And those arcades right behind me there as well. Those arcades are still there. But unfortunately, the pier didn't last very long. It only lasted till for about 46 years, 1917. Unfortunately, there was a massive storm, did a lot of storm damage, and the money just wasn't there to repair it, so it had to be demolished. And there's, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing left of it. There's not, like, you know, a random pole or anything sticking out of the water. There's nothing there, and it was a real shame because it was popular. You can still see many images of the pier on things like old postcards and things like that, so I'll put up a couple now so you can see. Again, you can see it's kind of difficult to spot exactly where it was because they're looking at the pier, they're not looking at the buildings and things behind. But it was, as far as I can tell from our research, it was about there. It was about there. That's kind of the sort of central area there. And there, over to here is definitely the more sort of entertainment side of it. But the whole idea was very much to encourage and help and promote Portobello as a resort. Now, unfortunately, not unfortunately, there was plans to build a new pier after that one was demolished in about the 1920s. And it was going to be a far grander, bigger style pier. The more along the lines that you would probably think of nowadays as a pier, especially if you look at the piers at Blackpool. They've got a central, a north and a south pier, which is great. And down in Brighton, they've got a nice big pier, lots of entertainment and exactly what you think of as a pier nowadays, with lots to do. And that was the idea for this new pier. However, unfortunately, with the outbreak of World War II, those plans were scuppered and they never ever came to fruition, which is a real shame and a real hit to Portobello, I think. I mean, we're talking about 100 years ago now that those plans would have been in place to build it. And this, I can really imagine that this place here would be very different now if that pier had got built. But Portobello in Edinburgh hasn't forgotten the pier, not completely. There was plans as recently as 2015 to build a new pier here, a grand pier for entertainment, and start again to rebuild the seaside resort part of this area. And personally, I think it would be an incredible thing. I think it would be a great thing for the area. I think it'd be a great thing for Portobello. I think it'd be a great thing for Edinburgh. Look at this beach. You cannot understand, on a beautiful sunny day when the schools are off or anyone's on any sort of holiday, this beach, as far as you can see from there all the way down, is jam-packed. As soon as the sun is out, we here in Edinburgh hit this beach as much as we can. So I think it would be an amazing thing if the pier was ever given another go. I think it would really change this place for the better. But there you have it. There you have it, a little shorter one today, the short history of Portobello Pier, and one that is a real shame that it's not here anymore, but you never know. You never know. Hopefully one day someone will find a way to build it again. Hope you've enjoyed that shorter one today. We'll be back to normal properly next week with longer stories or tips and hints and things like that, but I think that was a good one. I think that's nice, that one. Once again, thank you for all your support. Please go check out my other channel and follow and subscribe in there. It would really mean a lot if you could. But until next time, bye humans.